He'll take the return, try to get better field position. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Stallions offense takes the field to start this game off. And guys, defenses have been trying to figure out for years how to keep this guy from getting open, and they just can't seem to solve the riddle.
No, this guy has experience. He's been in the big moments. It is so nice to have a guy that's been in your system, in your scheme. Knows the in and outs. You can move him all over the field. You can't place a premium high enough on a guy that knows the system inside and out.
You're right. I tell you, it was a great day for this offense when he decided to come back for a senior year, too. There were a lot of people that thought he might declare for the NFL. They weren't sure if they were going to lose him to the portal or not. He decided to come back. He believes this offense can do something special, and if they're going to do that, then he's obviously going to have a big year.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Throws to the tight end. Intercepted in the first drive after the pick. Knocked down quickly after the pick, but that offense says thank you very much, and they'll have it at the 43. They'll try the left side. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Yeah, I think the running back kind of went rogue on that last running play. I'm not sure it was designed to go that direction. He tried to make it happen on his own, and unfortunately ended up losing yards.
Firing to the right, complete. The defense will converge, and out of bounds he goes at the 40. Let's take just a minute here and talk about UCF. You start the season top 25. Clearly expectations are flying your way, but with that might come some roadblocks.
Well, I think you got to take every week and every opponent one at a time. The number beside your name doesn't matter right now. The number matters late in the season. So you want to start the season fast. You want to be gelling on offense and on defense. I think that's the challenge early here.
Absolutely. Figuring out who you are. Obviously some talented pieces, well thought of in the top 25, but a lot of...
Race into the open. He's brought down the one. A play for this offense, and they'll have it at the 12-yard line.
Well, after getting that takeaway, this offense is needing some points, and that's a big completion there on third down. Good job reading the coverage. The offense is...
And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, UCF! They get set for the point after. We have the first score of the game. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. Follow the blocker. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. It didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
Offense making its way onto the field to start the drive. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Good surge up front, giving 4 out to the 18. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Back to pass. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
These are the plays as a defense that mean so much for so many reasons. Getting in the backfield, obviously getting the sack, so putting him a little bit behind the sticks, but also hitting that quarterback, making him think. That goes a long way.
And And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again. The Stallions will line up to punt it away. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. So from his own end zone, the punt is away. He'll field it close to the 50. Can they catch it? He'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Knights.
Well, the punter wasn't able to get a lot of leg on that one, and it gave him a chance to field it, and then he found his lane, he put his foot in the ground, and it was off to the races. A huge momentum-shifting play on special teams for that touchdown.
They're set to kick it off, and his crowd now ready to get behind them. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. All right, guys, so here's the offense back on the field again. Going with the ground game left. Nice move there. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Here's the handoff. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. The bounce house is rolling here on 3rd down, trying to help UCF. From the gun, wants to pass. Grabbed in the middle, it's Williams. And he gets the 1st down, but man, did he get the hit stick laid on his noggin.
I love the start for this quarterback on 3rd down. 3rd down, obviously money down, got to have success. But to have success early, now it opens up everything, right? We trust him. He's got a rhythm going. He's feeling good, and he got a lot of confidence.
Buying some time. Got the 1st down.
I just love this guy's instincts, right? When things aren't open right away, he never panics. He just understands the situation where he is on the field, and he's so confident in his own natural ability that he has the ability to run, go get the 1st down, keep this drive rolling.
Missed receiver there, it's incomplete. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. A little screen to the running back. He's really close to that 1st down marker, but they stop him just a bit short.
And he didn't get a big gain. You want to call that play and probably want to get more yards, but you could tell that was super close from seriously busting loose. Nice job running a screen, getting the ball to your playmaker. If he could just make one more guy miss, that might have been huge.
And they'll pass on the 50-yard field goal attempt and go for it on 4th down from the 33. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on down.
And how about the defense coming up big on 4th and short? You know they're going to run the football. Great job stacking the box, getting the big stop.
First snap of this drive comes from the 32. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming. Went to the running game on 1st down. Now here they come again. Back to throw. It's Fox. It's complete on the right side. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. They'll run play action. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's coming. The Knights line up to punt it away. They'll have to punt for the 1st time this afternoon. Good job by the coverage team, and that's how we'll end the period. We've reached the end of the period, and it's UCF holding the lead. And that was an impressive and dominant 1st quarter. Let's take a look at the stats before we move on. Now the challenge here, they've taken a punch, but they can't let it get out of hand as we start the 2nd. So after the break, they'll go back to work. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he'll have to turn it loose deep. He'll heave it deep. Makes the catch down the right side. Huge plays like that can change the complexion of the game, and he's got it at the 22-yard line. Barely time to catch our breath after that one, and they've got it 1st and 10, threatening just outside the red zone. Running back searching for a hole. Really good running, gets it into the red zone, and they'll have it at the 16.
A lot of times it's hard to see those linebackers coming down late, blitzing through a gap. The offense did a really nice job getting a hat on a hat, blocking up front so the running back could get some positive yards.
He'll run it again. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
You know, defensively, you live by the blitz, you die by the blitz. That time they dialed it up into the run play. The linebacker able to make a nice tackle.
Here on 3rd down. Looking for the 1st down on the read option to the left. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. And on 4th down, they'll try to salvage the drive with a field goal. Dead center perfect. Now the lead is down to 11.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
They were able to get a field goal on the board, and now they'll kick it away. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He gets a block. He's on the loose. Wide open. It's a foot race. And look at it. It's a touchdown. Boy, nothing electrifies a stadium quite like a return for a touchdown.
It's always so exciting because you don't see them very often. You got to go so many yards, 80, 90 yards at a time. What a great job by the returners, showing the speed, providing the electricity. There's a reason they're all jacked up, and it's because of that awesome kickoff return.
And he'll bring it back. Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. And the offense takes over to dip into its bag of ball plays. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Wants to fire on 2nd down. And the sack all the way back at the 5.
You got to be impressed with this defense early in this game, guys. They've got a big lead because they are getting after the quarterback. They've already generated multiple sacks. They thought coming into this game they could take advantage of this offensive line, and that game plan is working to perfection.
He did not make it a stone wall on 3rd down. And the Stallions will call on their punt team. Sometimes avoiding disaster is the best thing. The punter just gets it out of there. And you make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. UCF has it once again. What do you think about that? Can't hold on. He had it right down the middle, and he flat dropped it. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. They'll leave it with him. A pickup of 8 now to convert this 3rd and 2. All right, guys, let's talk a little UCF. By no means was it a transfer portal exodus. The number of guys they lost among the fewest in the country, but you do wonder if things have just become really transactional in the sport right now.
Well, this is a team that had a lot of success last year, and a lot of their key players want to build off of that. So to me, not a big surprise that these guys have decided to stick around.
Yeah, it's cool to see it, man. You don't see a lot of this in college football nowadays. A lot of people leaving. They're doing a good job of retaining their guys. They must have built a really good culture.
They think there's room to run to the right here. There he goes. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening 1st and goal from the 9. The Knights are moving quickly down the field. The give to the fullback. Touchdown, UCF! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And this offense is firing on all cylinders right now. Starting the year, game 1, creating a little bit of a pad and separation at the end of this first half. But you can see why so many people are really excited about this offense this season.
And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. And now the offense will come onto the field again. Unless you have somebody ready to do his best Tom Brady impression, down 28-3 is no fun, and they have to get something going right now. Hauls it in. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. So now it's 2nd and long. Let's go! Let's go! Looking to fire. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
I think a big reason this offense is struggling right now, why they're trailing on the scoreboard, is they have not been able to protect this guy, and it's affected him. He has not looked very accurate. Moving forward, the pass pro has got to be better to help this guy out.
They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. The Stallions will bring the punt team onto the field. On the move, looking for a little sliver of hope. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. They'll start this drive from the 42. Dropping back, it's Fox. Looking deep. He's got it inside the 25. Brought down at the 20-yard line after ripping off the big play. This offense just gets a bolt of energy when they get a play like that. Now they're in the red zone, 1st and 10 from the 20. Back open in the middle. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. This offense has been running wild in the first half, but wait, they want more before they go to the locker room. Here's the pressure. Big guy smells it. Touchdown, Knights. And they take it in for 6 more points.
And we are officially in blowout mode. This offense has been up and down the field. We've seen so many explosive plays, and they score again before going in at halftime, guys. I'm hoping we can have a running clock here in the second half.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And the offense takes the field eager to go back to work. So late in the half, this is really an opportunity, David, maybe to swing the momentum in their favor.
Dang right. There's no time to be concerned. If we're a little bit down, listen, I just think this is a point with the offense that they can prove. Like, we're here, we're going to create something now that we can build on in the second half.
Coach said all week he wanted to be aggressive. This is a great opportunity to show that right now. At the end of the first half, try and generate some momentum, score some points before going into halftime.
Motion from the wideout. A run for the quarterback. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. They're going to keep this drive going. They'll have to make a play on 3rd and long from the 26. Draft over the middle. It's McGowan. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. And the Stallions will punt this one away. Hauls it in, looking for space. Tries to find a little more running room on that return, but he'll be stopped at the 36. The UCF offense back on the field, ready to go to work. In modern college football, Jesse, if there's time, there's an opportunity to attack.
And I like them being aggressive here too, guys. Look, they practiced this all week long. Now you're in that situation to go out there, have some fun, and let it fly.
And defenses are taught to stay deep, play prevent in these situations. So I think you could get a good chunk play and then possibly get a field goal to tack on before the half.
To the air, it's Fox. Swings it out to his running back. Makes his man miss. Finds enough room to get it up to the 44 before he's knocked out of bounds. The Knights in the hurry-up. He wants to change this route. Here comes the heat. Takes a hit as he fires. Got his man downfield. The offense burns his third and final timeout of the half.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on third down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is. You saw it right there on that play.
Second down, he'll throw it. This time he's got it. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 for the first down. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Gentlemen, one half in the books, and I am eagerly looking forward to that second half in Orlando. And this offense has been the story through two quarters, extending this lead and really dominating almost every aspect of this game. We're talking lethal efficiency from the O-line right on down to the skill position guys. Although I'd argue those big uglies up front are skilled players in their own right. And with that, let's send it back to the guys just down the road from our EA Sports Studios at the Bounce House.
The Stallions will boot it away to start the second half. On the move from inside his 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Now the UCF offense ready to go back to work. Not sure they had to adjust much as they'll try to build on this lead. A strike downfield. And he gets it to the 45-yard line, and that'll be a first down. After the big play to start, now they are on the move at their own 45. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. He's got an open man. Nice move, creates some space. And they are finding some space in this defense. He's got it down to the 25. Big play offense, and it has them threatening now. First and 10 from the 25. Stop is made, but he picks up 4 yards down to the 21-yard line. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. They'll give it to the back. Stopped at the 13-yard line as they try to turn this into points. The Knights will have it 1st and 10. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. They get him down, but he was driving his way and gets it down to the 7-yard line. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Out of the gun to give to the back. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal. The Knights kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Defense trying to come up with a stop on 2nd and goal. Tries again to get it in. Just hammer it with this running back again, and he noses his way into the end zone.
And everybody's getting in on the fun now for this this offense. From the opening whistle, they have been up and down the field. Starters are scoring. You've got backups in the game now. And I love the play calling. These guys came to your school to play in this offense to score touchdowns, so let them go do it. Make this defense prove they can stop.
On the run from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. And now this offense will take the field again. After 3 consecutive punts, we'll see if they can dial up something that can get this offense moving forward. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And after your defense just went out there and gave them a touchdown and let them build the lead more, you really need to come out with this drive and answer. And the running game is not it. They were ready for that. Going to have to create some explosive plays to the passing game.
Wow, this offense is doing nothing. They've already punted 4 times and staring at the possibility of a 5th. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down. And the Stallions will send out the punt unit. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. Another punt on the way. Got to make sure those hammies and glutes all activated. Don't want any muscle pulls from overuse. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O. UCF has it once again. What do you think about that? Looking to pass. It's Fox. With the catch, it's Richardson. He snagged him, but he'll be stopped short of the 1st down. Good, solid pickup on that play. The Knights with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Trying play action. Deep shot for the end zone. Touchdown, UCF! They took a shot to the end zone and found 6 points waiting on them. The kick is up and good, and put 1 more on the lead. That was just as simple as playing catch and warm-ups.
And this offense felt like they could take advantage of this defense down the field throwing the football. They've got a lot of speed on the perimeter. I feel like they've got some matchups they feel they should be winning one-on-one. You saw a great example of it right there.
Here comes the offense back onto the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Leaves it with the back. Runs through the tackle. It's going to be forced out of bounds. The line of scrimmage, tremendous defense there.
Man, the momentum is squarely on their side right now. It's starting to feel like they're running away with this one. They scored a touchdown their last time out. Now on this drive here in the 3rd quarter, the defense makes a massive play against the run, creating a negative play. They've got the opponent going backwards.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And I think a lot of people are going to look at that drive, and first of all, the drive was awful. They're all going to look at the drive and say it was awful, but how about the giving up on 3rd down? I mean, you got 3rd and long, you try to sneak a run in, and this drive, this possession, it was disastrous for the offense, and now you just hope you have enough space to get a punt off.
This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return gets a little bit of ground for the offense. Sends it back in motion. Back to pass, it's Fox. Flips it out in the flat. How much lingerie is this guy going to leave on the deck as he gets it down to the 25?
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football. And a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting the football, letting them get some positive yards.
And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Yeah, and listen, the offense has had their way, and they've had so much success and so much production. But listen, at least the defense got a rep. You know, maybe this gets you some spark. Maybe this gets you some energy. Maybe we'll see a little bit more life from this defense.
Yeah, they may not win the game, but I think this defensive coaching staff at this point, based on how this game has gone, they're just trying to find things to build off of. Maybe that's something they can point to as they get ready for their next opponent. of things they did right, things that they got to do more consistently.
I guess if you're an optimist, the stage is set for a massive fourth quarter comeback. They go back to work with a first down in the final period of this one. Leaves it with the back. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
He's brought down right at the 13-yard line. Still to go to make it to the line to gain. Let's see what they do on fourth. They'll try to cap off this drive with a field goal. Just piling on. Not the penalty counting, just the mean count.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, fourth quarter was sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest this way, and we're looking pretty good.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Out comes the offense as they get set to take over. Defense going to jam these receivers right off the line. Looking downfield, it's Grimes. Pocket breaking down. Chunked it away just as he was hit.
And this is a tough time for this offense because you're in passing mode. You're in comeback mode, and what is that? The defense knows that. Like, they're pinning their ears back. They're coming after the quarterback, and you've already struggled protecting your guy today and creating those explosive plays. This offense has got to buckle up and really protect their guy in front.
They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. And he will get home, and the quarterback goes down on the 17. The Stallions decide to punt it away. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Looks it all the way in, and now turns his attention upfield. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nice. The UCF offense back on the field, ready to go to work. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
And I think it's great to get points, but the great teams get touchdowns in the red area.
Grabs it inside the tag, and he slipped through the crowd, and Hill has it. Touchdown, Knights!
Points, points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns on the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. And he is snowed under. Sacked at the 7. And the Stallions now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Motion from the back. To the air. It's Grimes. Finding open areas. Turning it on. And a big hit at the end, but it didn't stop him from getting the first down. Now on first down from the 28. Looking to throw on first down. Outside the pocket, lets it go. And that was incomplete. We're taking a shot there, but couldn't hook up. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback and this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops. Just not in sync. And that's why they find themselves trailing by a lot right here lately.
Let's see what call they have on 3rd and long from the 28. From the gun, wants to pass. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23.
You've got to love what you're seeing if you're the head coach of this team, because your defense is simply not resting on their laurels, and they're playing until there's zeros on the clock. They've got a massive lead. We're late in the 4th quarter, and they're still getting sacks.
Punt is on its way. Makes the catch at the 35. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. Now the UCF offense ready to go back to work. They'll keep it on the ground to keep this clock moving. Got enough for the first. Flying out to the left. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown. Just added their total.
This has been a complete performance. The defense has been lights out, and the offense, obviously, just continues to pour it on. This is what you call having a great day. Putting it all together, offense, defense, complementary football.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And the offense takes the field, ready to go back to work. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Quarterback just flat missed it, incomplete.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback and this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You've got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage. They've been breaking on passes. They've had their number, and that's why they're leading by as much as they are.
Somebody needs to make a play here. It's 3rd and long from the 26. Looking to throw, it's Grimes. Unleashes it on the run. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Looking for more room. At the 30. He's at the 10. Touchdown, UCF! This defense making a big play and putting it in the end zone.
Dude, you didn't think it could get any worse, right? You thought this game's over as it is anyways. Offense still throwing the football, still trying to make plays, and the defense just continues to pour it on, gets the pick, makes its way all the way to the end zone.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So, guys, we'll see this offense again. This has been a really disappointing performance, David, no question about that, but they can find some positives.
Yeah, and every time you watch the tape, you know, Jesse, coaches are pointing out, look at this. This was open if we had just ran the details to the right route, hung on to the football. Little things can make a big difference.
Yeah, that's why they call it a game of inches, David. But I'll say this, if you're on offense, don't go on social media this week. It ain't going to be pretty after this performance. You've got to lock in. You've got to take the week of practice very seriously and find those positives that you can build off, David, you're talking about.
When these wide receivers work the middle of the field, so much of this is feel. Understanding where the holes are in the zone or understanding how to get leverage on a man. And these wide receivers are dangerous nowadays because they do it so fast and see that so quick and make those plays over the middle.
And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. Let's see what they've got on second down. They'll go to the ground. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line.
Well, I think the offense at this point now, they're just trying to limit the damage. They want to get out of here and move on and turn the page to the next game because
he tosses one high and deep down the left side. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Got some room to run. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return.
And that's kind of what this offense has done all day. They have struggled. They haven't gotten a rhythm. They haven't found a way to get points on the scoreboard. And late in this game, when your defense and your team really needed it the most, Palmer, they throw the INT.
And it's a microcosm, too, of just how dominant the defense has been. They've always been a step ahead. They've been the more physical side, and they've been making plays on the back end. That interception should seal this thing.
Just complete and utter dominance in this one. Outplayed their opponent and took care of business.
Yeah, total domination in all three phases of the game. Offense, defense.